Good evening, friends. With your permission, if we can commence. May I welcome our colleagues, the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Dr. Mukul Sangma, the former Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri Nabam Tukhi, our colleague, Secretary Dr. Jaikumar, Mr. Pranav Jha and Ashish Dua, to this briefing which would focus on the Northeast. I would just say a few introductory words, and then both Mr. Sangma and Mr. Tukhi would address that there are repeated intrusions by the Chinese into Arunachal Pradesh. There was a major intrusion in the June of 2016, another December of 2016. 2 days back, not strictly in the northeast, but in Demchok in Leh, you had another standoff between the PLA and the Indian Army over the subversion, the repeated destabilization of elected Congress governments. None other than the Supreme Court of India. Coupled with that, you have this very insidious attempt by the and communally polarize the northeastern part of India. The statement by one of the Assam ministers, who's a part of the purported Northeast Democratic Alliance, NEDA, is reprehensible, is shameful, and deserves to be condemned in the strongest possible terms. So therefore, in order to protect the very inclusive character of northeastern India, in order to preserve its unity and diversity, the Congress President and the Congress Vice President have reconstituted the Northeast Coordination Committee. A new committee has been put into place. It would be convened by Dr. Mukul Sangma, the Chief Minister of Meghalaya. It has as its members Mr. Lalthanwala, the Chief Minister and the President of the Mizoram PCC, Shri Bobi Singh, the Chief Minister of Manipur, Dr. D.D. Lapang, the President of Meghalaya PCC, Shri Ripun Bora, President of the Assam PCC, Shri T.N. Haukip, President of the Manipur PCC, Shri Birajit Sinha, President of the Tripura PCC, Shri Padi Richo, President of the Arunachal Pradesh PCC, Shri Bharat Pasnet, President of the Sikkim PCC, Shri Kevak Hape Therele, President of the Nagaland PCC, Shri Gopal Roy, CLP leader of Tripura, and Shri Debabrata Saikia, the CLP leader of Assam. It would have the following permanent invitees: Dr. Tarun Gogoi, the former Chief Minister of Assam, Shri P. Khandu Thungan, the former Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri Mukat Methi, the ex-Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri Nabam Tukhi, the former Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri S.C. Marak, the former Chief Minister of Meghalaya, Dr. Bhumidhar Barman, the former Chief Minister of Assam, Shri Rishank Kishing, the former Chief Minister of Manipur, and Shri K.L. Tishi, the former Chief Minister of Nagaland. And the meeting of the NECC will be held by rotation, and the senior leaders of that state where the meeting is held will preside over the meeting. With these words, I would like to turn the floor over to Dr. Mukul Sangma and to Shri Nabam Tukhi to address you.
Thank you, Manishji. My distinguished colleagues and my friends from media, at the very outset, I would like to convey my heartiest greetings on behalf of people of the Northeastern region. And even before I start referring to this newly reconstituted committee, I would like to invite people from Delhi, particularly during this season. I think it will be only appropriate to look at Northeast to see it as a destination, because you will be able to insulate yourself from the kind of pollution that we are inflicted by at this very important time. Friends, at the very outset, I place on record my sincere thanks and regards for having reposed a kind of responsibility to us as a team by our Congress leadership. Northeast, as we all know, has its own inherent complexity revolving around that region. It is therefore very important for the leaders who are acclimatized to this complexity of the region to deal with the situation. And there is no other party as Congress who has this kind of galaxy of leaders who have been instrumental in creating the whole transformative changes in the whole Northeast that we see today, with the active support of our Congress leadership from Delhi. And therefore the responsibility that has been assigned upon us will be to look at issues of the Northeast and to address them in the right perspective by bringing in leaders into one platform. And the focus will be to also insulate the region from the various other agendas which is going to be detrimental for the interests of the region and the country as a whole. Manishji has referred to few insinuations that is becoming quite visible in the recent past, and it will be the endeavor of the party as leaders of the Congress party in Northeast collectively to come together and address these concerns. We have number of leaders, seasoned and who had the privilege of long innings of governance, who understand, who has an in-depth understanding of the whole complexities of respective states of the Northeastern region. Coming together of all these leaders under this platform definitely will benefit this region as a whole. We look forward to serve the people, because the mandate for any political party is to carry forward our agendas, which is in sync with the aspirations and expectations of the people. Thank you.
Respected Manishji, Mukulji, Dr. Jai Kumarji, and media friends. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Honorable Congress President Madam Sonia Gandhi ji and Vice President Rahul Gandhi ji for revamping and restructuring the North Eastern Congress Coordination Committee. With this restructuring of this body, it will unite Northeast together as one family. And this was there in the past also. But now we are going to reorganize this to strengthen the Congress party in the grassroots and to make coordinate among all the Northeastern states, 8 states. and this will bridge between all the other parental organizations also. With this platform, we can able to raise various certain issues concerning to Northeastern state, as it was already made mention by Manishji and Mukulji. We have various issues with present government, the not releasing of our rightful granted finance commission's money to the states, and they curtail down all the major infrastructure development funds, and they have also withdrawn our Northeast industrial investment policy, which was granted by during the UPA 1 government. Now, instead of strengthening the Look East policy, and they are now naming it as a Act East policy, but they are withdrawing all our powers, functions, our development, the policies and programs. So this forum will address all these issues and raise these issues before the central government as well as before the national forum. I think with this NECCC, we can able to strengthen our Congress party in the grassroots level too. Thank you.
The floor is all yours.
If there would be any questions with regard to what we have briefed just now, I think we can take them first, and we can take the...
Just give some background about this Northeast Congress Coordination Committee. It was earlier, it used to exist, right? And then it became defunct, and now it is again being revived. Is that the situation?
Well, it's not defunct. It is being reconstituted. So the earlier chairman who was assigned with the responsibility, obviously with this reconstitution, has become part of the committee as well. It's being reconstituted, and we are grateful to our Honorable Congress President and Honorable Congress Vice President, as we have just referred to in my initial submission, for having reconstituted this, and with further direction as how we should be able to further connect with the different diverse communities of the whole Northeast and address those issues as a responsible political party, or rather the only responsible national political party. मैंने ये कहा कि ये नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न रीजन जो है, इसका जो फ्रॉम जियोपॉलिटिकल पर्सपेक्टिव एंड अदर पर्सपेक्टिव जो चैलेंजिंग सर्कमस्टेंसेस है, उसको अच्छी तरह समझने वाला नेशनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी सिर्फ कांग्रेस पार्टी है, इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस. एंड with this backdrop, today the manner in which the issues of Northeast is being handled by this present government is a matter of concern. And therefore, as in the past, Congress has always stood with the people of the nation and people of the Northeast in particular. I always used to remind our people from the Northeast कि देखिए कांग्रेस का टाइम में इतना छोटे छोटे एथनिक ग्रुप, small microscopic tribal groups, how the aspirations of tribal groups like ours has been appropriately understood and eventually as a responsible leaders have empowered the people. अब देखिए हमारा नॉर्थ ईस्ट में छोटी छोटी स्टेट्स है. मेघालय 3.2 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन है अभी. 3.2 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन के लिए 60 एमएलएज है. एक एमएलए का कंस्टिट्यूएंसी में अराउंड 25,000. इट्स अ ग्रेट प्रिविलेज फॉर द पीपल ऑफ द नॉर्थ ईस्ट. You look at Mizoram, you look at Arunachal Pradesh. These are something which has happened because of the complete understanding of the leadership in Delhi. And these leaders have actually set the whole new benchmark for the whole development. They have created an enabling environment for the people of Northeast to actually move further to enable ourselves to realize our dream based on our potentialities. Abhi isko how this whole enabling environment should be actually further leveraged upon to ensure a momentum of growth जो हमारा यूपीए सरकार का टाइम में दिया है उसको डिरेल करने के लिए हम नहीं देंगे. दैट्स द पर्पस. अभी डिरेल क्यों करेंगे बोल के हमारा एप्रहेंशन है बिकॉज because the leadership in Delhi, our Congress leadership understood the complexity, as I have said, the challenges of the Northeast, realized that, okay, these small states in the Northeast, which has been disadvantaged because of the historical reason you understand about the whole fallout of the partition post-independence, and how are the international border in Northeast, whether they are the international borders where some vibrant trade and commerce is happening or not, or rather those international borders are actually referred to as porous borders through which various other illegalities do happen. Rather than the legal trade and commerce, lots of illegal trade and commerce are happening because we don't promote legal trade and commerce. You have borders which actually becomes a border of conflict rather than borders of prosperity. Therefore, government of India during the UPA regime has initiated number of programs. They have been withdrawn one after another. Now, why will any corporate house look at Northeast? Any corporate house who has an investable reserve, he has lots of options all over the world, all across the nation. Why will any potential investor look at Northeast unless there is a reason for him to invest? And to also understand that, okay, this associated with such investment can be taken care of because of the policy support of both the state governments and the union governments. Having understood these whole challenges to attract investment in Northeast, our UPA government, under the blessings of our Congress President and the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ji, launched a beautiful, one of the most innovative policy, Northeast Investment Promotion Policy 2007, after which quite a substantial investment started happening. ये भी विद्रोह कर दिया. आप बोल रहे हैं कि लुक एक्ट इस करना है कि आप जंप ओवर करेंगे क्या नॉर्थ ईस्ट को? So these are things which are on ground realities. Now it is a responsibility of a political party in our given democratic system to tell them that what you are doing is going to ultimately dislocate the momentum of growth in the region, which will not augur well for the nation. It will not augur well for the nation because Northeast acts as a buffer zone. These are frontier states. Therefore, the value of these states' strength to become self-sustaining has to be understood, which is missing with this present government, and therefore it's a responsibility of this political party which has already set the benchmark for all the governments in future to follow. Now it is only before us to understand why they are doing it and why we should not actually tell them that what you are trying to do is completely wrong. And in the interest of the state, all the states across the nation must grow together. Only when the states grow will the nation grow.
जिस तरह से असम से लेके अरुणाचल तक कई नेताओं ने कांग्रेस को छोड़ा, बीजेपी का दामन थामा है, और जिस तरह से राहुल की नेतृत्व पर सवाल उठाए जा रहे हैं, हेमंत बिस्वा शर्मा ने अभी हाल ही में कहा कि राहुल गांधी जब तक रहेंगे तब तक बीजेपी।
ये देखिए, मेरा एक इंटरप्रिटेशन इसका है. Interpretation will be like this. See, my interpretation will be Hemanta Biswa Sharma must have had some other reason for joining BJP. That is for you to have in-depth analysis, investigative journalism, why he must have joined BJP. Please find out. I tell you, you revisit few months before he joined BJP. Just revisit and have an investigative journalism, and you will have all the answers as to why Hemanta Biswa Sharma has joined BJP. Okay. Then about the Arunachal Pradesh. ये अरुणाचल प्रदेश में क्या है, एक सेंस ऑफ इनसिक्योरिटी फैलाने के लिए कोशिश करते हैं बीजेपी हमेशा कि आप अगर हमारा साथ नहीं जुड़ेंगे तो आपको पैसा नहीं देंगे. आपने सुना होगा कि ये प्रेजेंट मुख्यमंत्री क्या बोला कि ये कांग्रेस से छोड़ के दूसरा पार्टी को मार्च करके पैसा ज्यादा मिलेंगे, कि उसका वहां फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन इतना बुरा है कि he has to beg before. See, this country has a robust system mandated by our constitution, our forefathers who have been instrumental in framing this constitution of India, which has enabled us to withstand the test of time as a democracy. It provides enough space for the states as to how to be resilient under all the pulls and pushes of a situation when we run the government. There is a constitutional provision as to how the resources of the nation has to be passed on to the states. Nobody has to come with a begging bowl. Every state and every national government has to come up with a policy based on the circumstances and situations to ensure that, okay, there is a level playing ground for all the states to grow. All the disparities, all the, your developmental gaps need to be addressed. Today, beyond, governance is not just, doesn't revolve around only somehow taking care of the normal developmental initiatives in a regular format, but we also will have to see as to whether there are disparities in respect of development, whether there are some reasons in the whole country which requires some separate attention, spatial attention, and that is exactly what was initiated by our Congress leadership from the very beginning, post-independence. And today, these whole things are being withdrawn because, as I have said, the leadership here in Delhi would probably try to divert this money somewhere else. We'll have to find out why they are withdrawing this whole spatial central assistance, spatial plan assistance. All additional spatial block grants were extended to the states of Northeast, only because of the fact that the northeastern states were required to actually catch up with the rest of the country. Thank you. देखिए, मेघालय में कभी कांग्रेस सरकार से बिना रीजनल पार्टी का सरकार कभी मेघालय में नहीं बना है इन द पास्ट. ओके, कांग्रेस इस बार 2013 में फर्स्ट टाइम इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ मेघालय सरकार बनाया हुआ है जहां पे रीजनल पार्टी कोalition पार्टनर नहीं है. नया चीज है ये. We have never had the blessings of the people to have absolute majority to form a Congress-led government in Meghalaya. And at the same time, कांग्रेस इतना स्ट्रांग है नॉर्थ ईस्ट में, इसीलिए तो ये जब आप लोग मैच देखते हैं, फुटबॉल मैच देखते हैं, जब वो एक टीम हारना शुरू करते तो फॉल प्ले बहुत खेलते हैं ना, तो जो एडवांटेज में है, गोल स्कोर किया हुआ है, हाँ, वो फॉल प्ले नहीं करता है.
Yeah, go ahead. in the run-up to the 2014 elections, we had repeatedly warned, cautioned both our friends in the media and in the wider liberal world that God forbid if there's a BJP government in the center, the spectre of fascism will hang very low. Liberal and creative spaces in this country would be squeezed. What you are seeing happening to NDTV is not only a message to NDTV. It's a wider message to the entire Indian media that either get co-opted or get shot. You are seeing the media version of fake encounters play themselves out. You have people in the ruling dispensation who have been past masters at alleged fake encounters. And this is, unfortunately, the Indian media getting encountered. Governments have had difficulties with media coverage. We had difficulties during 26/11. But that did not mean that we should shoot the messenger. There were recommendations of the Interministerial Committee to take a particular channel off the air, an English news channel, for their coverage of the Muzaffarnagar riots. I did not agree. So therefore, for the Information and Broadcasting Minister to hide behind the recommendations of the Interministerial Committee is nothing short of chicanery. Ministers are supposed to see things in a wider perspective, in the perspective of safeguarding media freedoms, preserving the freedom of speech and expression. And so therefore, what's happened to NDTV today, if it is not resisted by the Indian media, will unfortunately happen to all of you time and again. Please take this as a caution. देखिए, एनडीटीवी के साथ जो बर्ताव भाजपा एनडीए की सरकार ने किया है, ये एनडीटीवी को संदेश नहीं है। ये भारत के पूरे मीडिया को एक संदेश है कि या तो हमारे अनुसार खेलो, नहीं तो फिर हम आपको चलने नहीं देंगे। 2014 के चुनाव से पहले हमने कई बार जो भारत की लिबरल कम्युनिटी है, भारत का मीडिया है, 892 से ज्यादा न्यूज चैनल हैं, टीवी चैनल हैं, 1 लाख से ज्यादा पत्रिकाएं हैं, 200 से अधिक कम्युनिटी रेडियो स्टेशंस हैं, 300 से ज्यादा एफएम रेडियो स्टेशन हैं जो प्राइवेट स्पेस में है। तो सरकार का जो ये कदम है, इसको बहुत ही गंभीरता से और बहुत ही संवेदनशीलता से भारत की मीडिया को लेना चाहिए। जो आज एनडीटीवी के साथ हुआ है, ये कल को आप सबके साथ होगा।
Orders were issued to different channels on various grounds, not this ground, this is the first time, but on different grounds to asking them or banning them for various periods. What's your reaction?
Well, partly that is correct. See, there are infractions of the program and information and advertising code. I'm sorry, this pollution has really got to me. There are violations of the program and the advertising code, which are committed by both news and current affairs channels and non-news and current affairs channels, which are entertainment channels. Invariably, most of the channels which were penalized, if my memory serves me correctly, were actually entertainment channels. Hardly any action was taken against news channels per se, primarily because the manner in which you would like to interpret news coverage can be extremely subjective. So therefore, extra caution and extra circumspection was exercised even when there was an interministerial committee recommendation with regard to news and current affairs channels. I pointed out the case of Muzaffarnagar, Khwe, a particular channel. If you recall, during 2008, when the Mumbai attack was taking place, one of the news channels had allegedly even broadcast live the interview of one of the terrorists from Chabad House. If the UPA government wanted, it could have cancelled the license of that channel. But my enlightened predecessors took the correct view that if you start drawing lines on news coverage, then if I draw the line to the left, somebody can draw it to the extreme right. And therefore, I repeat, this is not a message to NDTV. This is a message to the larger Indian media space. Either play ball or get shot. If that would be all, thank you very much. Yeah.
सर, बीजेपी अध्यक्ष अमित शाह ने कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष राहुल गांधी पर एक बार फिर हमला किया और कहा कि पूर्व सैनिक के सुसाइड के मसले पर वो राजनीति कर।
देखिए, यथार्थ क्या है? यथार्थ ये है कि दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण वर्ष एक व्यक्ति ने वन रैंक वन पेंशन को लेकर खुदकुशी की। यथार्थ क्या है कि जब कुछ लोग उस परिवार के साथ सांत्वना व्यक्त करने गए तो उनको रोका गया, परिवार के साथ बदतमीजी की गई। तो राजनीति कौन कर रहा है? राजनीति कांग्रेस पार्टी कर रही है कि राजनीति भारतीय जनता पार्टी के और इस सरकार में बैठे शीर्ष पदों पर लोग कर रहे हैं जिन्होंने इस मुल्क में एक अनडिक्लेयर्ड आपातकाल को अंजाम दिया है। कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ है कि इस तरह से किसी परिवार को मिलने से पब्लिक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स को रोका जाए। अगर एक लोकतंत्र में पब्लिक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स नहीं जाएंगे, लोगों के चुने हुए नुमाइंदे नहीं जाएंगे लोगों के पास जब उनको दुख और तकलीफ हो, तो और कौन जाएगा? कल को यही लोग आपको कह देंगे, आप कवर क्यों कर रहे हैं? आप तो इसको सनसनीखेज बना रहे हैं, आपको इसको कवर करने का कोई औचित्य नहीं है। तो ये जो पिछले 28 महीनों में एक माहौल बनाया गया है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी से सवाल पूछो तो आप देशद्रोही हो, सरकार से सवाल पूछो तो आप राष्ट्रद्रोही हो। यह सरकार लोकतंत्र को पूरी तरह से खत्म करने पर लगी हुई है। यह बड़ा और बुनियादी चिंता का विषय है जिसके ऊपर सारी राष्ट्रवादी और प्रगतिशील ताकतों को इकट्ठा खड़े होने की जरूरत है। थैंक यू। Thank you, Nawab ji. After that. I will not